Hello, everybody. So this week we're starting something new and different. Are you excited? Anyway, let me scoot this down to week 4. Okay, there we go. Okay, so photosynthesis and climate change, human impacts on the environment are kind of the lead-in topics. Global warming, and I don't know if you've been trying to breathe lately, but maybe you've noticed that like there's chunks of like ash in your lungs and stuff, and people in your family are sick, and it's not coronavirus. So we've got this whole drought, high wind, freak storm, cycles of drought, increasing temperatures, drying everything out, strange rains in the winters, like extra rain in the winter, making things grow really well, and then super hot, super dry, making them really flammable, which sucks for everybody. And for those of you who've already emailed me saying like, we're under evacuation orders now, I feel for you. Also, please note that if you like are having this like, like, oh my God, we might have to like, we've got to pack up all our pets because we may need to leave our home. Don't send me an email like 2 days later saying, oh, do you think maybe you could, these assignments that I didn't do, like, I mean, I know if that's what happens, you let me know. But if you can like send me a quick little thing and just say, there's stuff due tonight and we have to evacuate, like I will move those due dates for you. But please, is more of that you can do in the beginning. It just is better. Okay. Yeah, I hope. Okay, so here we go. So first, as you should know this anyway, right? You learned this in 7th grade. Life depends on photosynthesis. So a quick little soft chalk, just a 2-pointer to make sure that you remember that stuff that you learned in middle and high school. And then something about the carbon cycle and global warming, because hopefully you understand that the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere gets fixed in the process of photosynthesis into carbon in life forms, like long chain carbons. First, it actually gets fixed specifically into a molecule of glucose, sugar, and then a whole bunch of other side reactions happen as a result of that, and that takes that carbon from the atmosphere, where it's contributing to global climate change, and it turns it into life, trees, ecology, plants and animals, like good stuff. So that's that second soft chalk. And then we get into the citizen science project, which I think looks really exciting, contributing to the Council for Watershed Health and their information about urban trash. I think I might have just saw a really cool TED video about the history of plastic. I think it recently came out that the petroleum industry, at the advent of plastic, put a huge amount of money into plastic advertising. And plastic is a phenomenal material, but not for disposable items. And then they did a lot of advertising to try to convince people that plastic was recyclable. And I mean, it theoretically is, but practically it's really not. So that was a big scam. Anyway, so please don't consider, well, I'm using it, but it's recyclable. It's really awful stuff. So I might add that video into the module so you can watch it if you want. Anyway, so here there's 2 separate things here: that all drains lead to the ocean tutorial, and then the actual trash assessment. So you need to do the tutorial. I don't think I have it open. I don't, but I will right now. Because otherwise the assessment's going to be really weird, like you won't understand how to do it. So these are soft chalks, which is kind of annoying to me, but that's how it goes. Sorry. So this one, it first talks about the LA River watershed, which is important to know. I found going through this that it would not open for me, but now it's working fine, which is funny. But when I was doing this just in the other room right before we did this video, they just wouldn't open. So I was having to click over here on the whatever that list to get the pages to open. So that may be true for you also. Yeah, so there's a couple questions to answer down there. I just want to make sure too that when you see this, like that you're going through all 3 questions, right? I hope so. And then like pressing submit at the end. The protocol for how to do the assessment. So it says on here, it talks about a survey. See, look at that. Now it's doing it. Oh, okay, it started. Click the survey link on a mobile device. So I was doing this being like, well, what? I don't see a survey link. So the survey link comes after this soft chalk. It's the next soft chalk that actually, I think it's a soft chalk, that's the actual assignment, okay? So that's where the survey link is. And it does say open it on a mobile device, and the survey, it says you can open it, it gives you an option to be mobile or do it on a desktop. And when I was trying to do it on my desktop, my laptop computer, it didn't work. I mean, the stuff that you are told to do here, it doesn't have the same formatting. So please do it on a mobile device. Also, since you're supposed to be out walking around, then you need a mobile device. Like, yeah, you know, you're not going to take your laptop out there. I don't even know if you have wireless that would connect, whatever. Please note, having mentioned the air quality much earlier, the air quality is bad. And particularly, like if you're over towards Monrovia, where the fires are even closer, it's extremely bad. So don't, you know, check the purple air. I think it says it in the link too. Check purple air. And if it is air quality that you shouldn't be outside in, and this can be a relatively short assignment, but you know, if the air quality is so bad that you really are not recommended to be outside, or if you have health issues or whatever, you know, lung stuff, please, you know, please wait until the air quality improves. I can push the due dates for this, although this is a pretty wide due date range for the actual assessment. It's not due till Sunday night, and we hope that the air will be better by then. Anyway, but we'll work it out, okay? And if you're somewhere like closer to the beach or something that's getting some clean air, then like, wow, okay, get this done, get it over with, and enjoy breathing. Do it on a mobile device, right? Your student ID number, because I was stumped by that too. So all of this stuff, my name, Stevens, by the way, and the date and time of your assessment. You pick a street, and then you go find the gutter, okay? The gutter is where everything in the watershed enters the watershed, which now is kind of sadly underneath the streets in the storm drain system. Find a gutter, okay? So that's important. You know, look to see where it is, and then you locate that, the metal grate where the water exits the street. It's represented by the blue arrows, and the drain is represented by the red arrow. And then on a mobile device, right, you go down to the squiggly line and you draw it in. Now, I wish that I could show you to do that, but I can't. So I'm just going to assume it's going to work. And if you're one of these early adopters for assignments, like you get it done fast and it works out well, that's great. You don't need to let me know anything. But if you found like, oh, it was weird, I couldn't figure it out, but then I did this, please let me know, because I will share it. Also, I'll try to do it on my phone. My phone is old. I don't know. Let's put our collective wisdom together to make sure that this works for people. And a few different assessment items about the area that you were in, stuff like that. Okay, so let's go back now to the modules. I think I can do it right here fast. Indeed. So that's the tutorial that then allows you to do the actual trash assessment in here. So we'll open this up too, just so you can get a view of how that is. Okay, so this is the specific assignment for the survey. So this is something you want to open on your phone. So if you don't have Canvas on your phone, you're either going to need to, like, you know, I don't know, email your phone that survey link, or, you know, however you want to do it. 2 pictures of trash, and then discussion questions. So these are some of the things that you also have to enter on that survey. A single file, a Word doc, or a PDF. A Word doc is fine. And there we go. And we'll confirm for the Council for Watershed that you completed the survey. If you need any word processing programs, right here, these are after a whole bunch of the assignments. So how do I upload a file as an assignment submission? Hopefully, since we've been doing that a while, you already know it. And then the rubric right here. Okay, so now we go back to the modules. So that stuff, I think, I recall, is due by Sunday night. So you've got a big wide week. We hope that the air quality improves so that you can get it done. And then, oh, and this was really cool. I thought it was really cool. So this is just it's a short little assignment. I'm sorry when I say that and you're like, yeah, it took me 3 hours. I don't think it will, but it gives you a little bit of background about Dr. Hernandez, who is someone who went through community college system and then on to UCLA for undergrad, and then Cal State Fullerton for master's, and then a PhD at UC Davis. And now she looks at how, I mean, a lot of things, but one of this article right here that you're going to read the abstract of talks about the impact of solar power on the ecology underneath those big solar panel farms that are out in the desert. So anyways, just kind of a bigger picture about some of the impacts of our alternative energy choices as well. A little quiz right there, like normal, and then we're sort of, this is just the extension, the culmination rather, of the LA River project. So you are going to do a video. It doesn't mean like a video, like press the video button and like, oh, look at there, you know, but rather that you're going to put still images, pictures you can either take or get online, make sure they're not copyright protected, with your voice talking about your focal species. Okay, so this gives you information. Oh, and by the way, just note the due dates on this. So the storyboard, which is essentially like your proposal, your outline of your video, is due Sunday night. Oh yeah, sorry, that's not right. Due Thursday, tutorial. Due Sunday night, Sunday night, Sunday night. Okay, due Thursday, the storyboard, the outline, and then due next week, Thursday. Okay, so storyboard or focal species is due this Thursday. It's your outline. And then right here we have the actual video. So if you recall, you know, there were a bunch of questions about the ecology of your focal species that you had to answer. So in this case, you're going to put together where are the images of your focal species in its natural habitat or wherever that are not copyrighted. And also, what is some of that research that you already did? Like now you're going to compile it and just make a bullet point list of what it is that you are going to narrate in the video that you make. So this is going to be especially interesting for me because I have like no skills in terms of video editing and that kind of thing. So we'll be helping each other, holding each other's hands through this process. And then next week by Sunday night, you'll be constructively critiquing your classmates' videos. And then we'll be done with the LA River project and moving on to other things. So let's hope the air quality improves. Let's hope for sane fire management practices and better energy policies and people making informed choices as citizens to like not do gender reveal parties with pyrotechnics in a really dry place in a fire season also. And onward and upward. Okay, have a good week. Hope to see you on Wednesday for our Zoom.